On the Westwood One Radio Network. Lamar Jackson threw 5 touchdown passes as the Ravens dominated the Dolphins 56-19. Baltimore's now 13-3 and clinches the AFC North and a first-round bye as the 1 seed. The Bills beat the Patriots 27-21, setting up a winner-takes the AFC East matchup next week against the Dolphins in Miami. The Cardinals stunned the Eagles 35-31 in Philly. The Eagles have lost 4 of their last 5 as they fall to 11-5. They now sit behind the Cowboys in the NFC East on tiebreak. The 49ers bested the Commanders 27-10 to move to 12-4. They clinched the number 1 seed in the NFC and a first-round bye. Patrick Mahomes threw a touchdown, and the Chiefs held off the Bengals 25-17 to clinch the AFC West. The Rams clinched a wild-card berth with a 1-point win over the G-Men. Couple that with the Seahawks' 7-point loss to the Steelers. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Now, during Staples Print Big Sale, get $20 off your print purchase of $100 or more, $50 off your print purchase of $200 or more, and $100 off your print purchase of $300 or more. So the more you print at Staples, the more you save. To demonstrate, print at Staples, you save. But if you print at Staples, you save. See how that works? Staples Print Big Sale. Print more, save more. Up to $100. Ends 2/10. Visit staples.com/print for details.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Kxo Radio, a look back at the year that was. A year in your ear.
Ukrainian forces continue to fight the Russian invaders. Russian President Putin facing war crimes charges at the International Criminal Court. At the Vatican, the funeral of Benedict, the first pope to resign in 7 centuries. Triumph for India's moonshot, tragedy beneath the North Atlantic.
A remote-operated vehicle discovered the tail cone of the Titan submersible.
In Mexico, it's not possible, he says. Acapulco's been destroyed after Hurricane Otis unleashes looting and destruction. In Iran, women burned their hated headscarves in the street, and jailed Iranian activist Narges Mohammadi wins the Nobel Peace Prize. A new king crowned in Britain, a global media king gives up his throne.
Rupert Murdoch announcing he'll leave his role in mid-November.
And artificial intelligence helps those pop gods, the Beatles, release a final single. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
A year in your ear.
From KXO Radio.
And right now it is the brand new year, 2024. Welcome to it. New Year's Day. Today is New Year's Day. We have the babies, the New Year's babies. They were born with the official ones. We don't know. The old ones, we got some of them. January 1st, babies. Frank Langella, he hadn't been a baby in a while, but his birthday today. He's 86. Singer guitarist Country Joe McDonald of Country Joe and the Fish made his claim to fame at Woodstock. He's 82. Comedian Dan Novello, his father Guido Sarducci, that's about the only thing he's ever done. He's 81, the only thing I've ever seen. Rick Hurst of the Dukes of Hazzard is 78. Rapper Grandmaster Flash, the guy that created all of that, he is 66 today. Dee Dee Pfeiffer was in Sybil. She's 60 years old today, and yes, I think she is related to the other Pfeiffer. Actor Eden Riegel of the day of Young and the Restless is 43 years old today. That's the big shot birthdays. We got a few regular people birthdays coming up.
For more than a century, AM radio has evolved to meet the needs of our community. In their car, at home, or on the job, more than 80 million listeners depend on AM radio each month. AM radio is also the backbone of the emergency alert system, which keeps us safe in dangerous times. It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Happy birthday this morning to the New Year's babies, Bobby Ruiz, Don Juan Araiza, Linda Nunez, Kenny Sims, Corina Samaniego, Velma Lay, Christina Roman, Cynthia Williams, Francis Conley, Howard Grettencord, J.C. Puyol, Jerry McDonald, Jose Gonzalez, Yesenia Martinez Esparza, we know her, Guadalupe Rios Lupe. Happy birthday to each and every one, and Happy New Year.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's... AM 1230, Kxo.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it is now time for the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Japan's dropped its highest level tsunami alert after a series of major earthquakes. People shaken in cars, train stations, and stores. Professor Jeffrey Hall at Kanda University.
I could feel heavy shaking about 2 minutes long, and I could tell, even though it wasn't near me, that this was a big earthquake.
Officials warning waves could still be deadly. A pre-pandemic era celebration and a threat mark the new year in North Korea. Kim Jong-un vows his military will annihilate the U.S. and South Korea if they provoke his country. President Biden is vacationing in St. Croix, but CBS's Skylar Henry says he's also focused on foreign affairs.
President Biden staying in close contact this weekend with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The Biden administration is urging Congress to take action and get more funding to Ukraine.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Lots of cleanup in Ventura County after a rogue wave washed out much of a coastal community there last week. Resident Kenny Powell has lived there for years and says despite the occasional danger from these high tides, he'll never leave.
The passion I have for the ocean and I'm spending time in the water makes it so that I will put up for the tough times.
Flood and high tide warnings remained in place over the weekend for hundreds of miles of the California coast and several incidents of flooding elsewhere. A California law banning guns in most public places taking effect today thanks to a federal appeals court. 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals issuing an administrative stay, meaning it will temporarily place an injunction filed by Judge Cormac Carney on hold. Carney believes the bill violated the U.S. Constitution's Second Amendment. American Idol executive producer Nigel Lithgow denying sexual assault allegations. Paula Abdul filed a suit in Los Angeles alleging Lithgow sexually assaulted her multiple times while she was a judge on both American Idol and So You Think You Can Dance. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. You're for repair or replacement. Call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Raiders. Throws, and he's got his tight end barrel. It's nothing but green grass in front of him. 10.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on FM 107.5.
Took a lick and spun out of it. It's a 27-yard pickup.
Don't miss any of the action. Raiders football on FM 107.5 is brought to you by
Southwest Security Services, Now Central RV Service Center, Brownie's Diner, and the Town Pump.
And next week, next Sunday, the Raiders wrap up the season against the Broncos. Right now, we've got page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. expect unsettled weather to start the new year. According to the National Weather Service, the Imperial Valley can expect some weather changes to begin Sunday as the weather system moves through the region. New Year's Day today could see a chance of showers this afternoon and evening. They changed it there. They had predicted the morning. Now it's delayed a little bit till the afternoon. They expected to feature clear skies and normal temperatures Monday through Tuesday through Wednesday. Another weather system should move into the valley by Wednesday night with better chances of more widespread showers and temperatures at or below normal into the next week. In fact, high terrain snow expected as well next weekend. Man stabbed. A 50-year-old man was stabbed early Sunday morning. El Centro Police responded to the area of 4th and State at about 3:30 a.m. They were able to locate the victim, who had suffered a stab wound to the side of his head. The man told officers that he was leaving a nearby store when he became involved in a fight and was stabbed. He was taken to El Centro Regional Medical Center. The man was unable to provide a description of a suspect. His condition is not known. We'll have more in just a minute.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
And the man was arrested and charged with armed robbery and assault with a deadly weapon. This happened over the weekend. El Centro Police responded to an area of 12th and Adams Avenue at about 4:26 p.m. Saturday afternoon after reports of a fight between two men. After talking to several witnesses, it was determined that the men were apparently in an altercation. One of the men sustained 2 large lacerations to his face. The other man fled the scene. A short time later, a citizen reported that there was a man hiding in or behind a dumpster in the 1000 block of Park Avenue. Officers were able to detain the suspect. 28-year-old man was arrested and then booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of armed robbery and assault with a deadly weapon. And a couple of apparent overdoses. One death, drug-related death, was reported Saturday in El Centro. Emergency personnel responded to an area of 5th and Driftwood shortly after 6 a.m. after an individual was found unresponsive. El Centro Fire responded and performed life-saving measures before it was determined that the individual was deceased. The Imperial County Coroner's Office was notified. Shortly before noon Saturday, a man was reported to have possibly overdosed on fentanyl in the 1700 block of South 4th Street in El Centro. Man recovered after treatment. A vial of a liquid substance and was recovered from the man's pocket and was booked by El Centro Police as found property. El Centro Police reported another overdose death in the city. Officers responded to the 200 block of South 4th Street shortly after 11 p.m. Friday. On arrival, they found a 68-year-old man had apparently overdosed on fentanyl. Narcan had been administered, but the man died at the scene. Imperial County Coroner's Office was notified and took over the investigation. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news, brought to you this morning by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, where with 3 locations to serve you, Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, Public service announcements on the KXO info line or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Brawley City Council approved the rate increase recently. Republic Services requested the increase to keep up with costs. It's a 4% increase and affects residential, commercial, and industrial customers, and their trash pickup residential rates increased to $27.27 per month. Commercial customers' rates will increase to $198.05. The new rates went into effect with the new year. They are there. The maximum enforcement period for the California Highway Patrol is still in effect. It'll go all day today and into tonight, wrapping up at 11:59 tonight. They are local police, such as Brawley and El Centro, also in special patrol mode, looking for drunk drivers, especially driving under the influence. It's highly recommended that you don't do that. Don't drive under the influence of drugs or alcohol. That includes off-road drivers. The dunes are monitored by the BLM and the California Highway Patrol, and you will be cited there as well. Minimum wage going up with the new year. New year becomes new laws. One of those is the minimum wage. In California, the minimum wage increases today. It will increase to $16 per hour unless you're a healthcare worker. Minimum wage for healthcare workers increases to $23 an hour. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
The high temperature yesterday, 66 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 41. New Year's Day weather, mostly sunny skies today. Highs right near 66. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 44. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday, sunny skies. Highs right near 71. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 42 degrees, 82% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is moderate in Brawley. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and your weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Timing is everything, and now is the time to buy, San Diego. During the year-end sell-a-thon at your San Diego County Ford dealers, it's time for our biggest offers of the year on the entire Ford lineup of trucks and SUVs, like the built Ford Tough F-150, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years and counting, or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco Sport with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors, and the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E, with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. Now is the time to buy during the year-end sell-a-thon at your San Diego County Ford dealers with exclusive offers on your favorite Ford vehicles. And now is your time to get behind the wheel of the Ford truck or SUV you've always wanted. But time is running out. These offers absolutely end on January 2nd. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealer today. Based on 1977 to 2022 calendar year total sales.
All offers valid at your Imperial County Ford dealer.
And the Sports World Roundup brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network. working together to provide you the best of care. NFL football on the scoreboard. That was Saturday football. You heard the game right here on 1230 KXO. Cowboys squeaked by the Lions 20-19. Sunday football, it was the Bills over the Patriots 27-21. Bears beat the Falcons 37-17. It was the Colts. They got by the Raiders 23-20. Raiders are not happy at all. Rams beat the Giants 26-25. Cardinals defeated the Eagles 35-31. Saints got by the Buccaneers 23-13. 49ers came back after that horrible game last week to beat the Commanders 27-10. Jaguars defeated the Panthers 26-0. It was the Ravens over the Dolphins 56-19. Texans beat the Titans 26-3. It was the Steelers over the Seahawks 30-23. The Chargers lost. Broncos beat them 16-9. It was the game of the backup quarterbacks. Chiefs beat the Bengals 25-17. Packers defeated the Vikings by a score of 33-10. And a tradition, a New Year's Day tradition, bowl games today, all day today. January 1st has always been the big bowl games. Wisconsin at LSU, they're in the Relia Quest Bowl. Liberty and Oregon, they are going each other in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. The Iowa and the Tennessee, the very one and only Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. The Alabama and in Michigan, they are in the CFP semifinal at the Rose Bowl game. Presented by Prudential, okay? Texas, it's the Rose Bowl. The Texas is taking on Washington in the CFP semifinals at the All-State Sugar Bowl. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in the NBA, it was the Hawks over the Wizards, 130-126. Pelicans beat the Lakers 129-109. Thunder got by the Nets 124-108. It was the Celtics over the Spurs 134-101. Kings beat the Grizzlies 123-92, and the Suns got by the Magic 112-107. Or 109. In men's college basketball, Stanford beat Arizona 100-82. Oklahoma over Monmouth 72-56, and Ole Miss defeated Bryant by a score of 95-78. Carolina Panthers, we already said they lost their game pretty bad. Got shut out. Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper was not happy about it. In fact, he was caught on video during the game, during the loss, apparently throwing a drink in the direction of Jaguars fans from his open-air suite at Everbank Stadium. The video was posted on social media and will probably go viral if it hasn't already. Time is running out on the Philadelphia Eagles, according to the coach, Nick Sirianni. He knows it. He said we've got to get things fixed, and we've got to do it really fast. A brutal 35-31 loss to the Arizona Cardinals Sunday delivered a major blow to their chances of claiming one of the top seeds in the NFC playoffs. They're going to be in the playoffs, but the way they're playing, they're not going to make it very far. And what do we have? We have Chicago Bears closed out the last day of 2023 with plenty to celebrate. The Bears beat the Atlanta Falcons during their final game of the year at Soldier Field, which marked their 7th win of the season and a 5th straight at home. After starting the season at 2-7, Chicago has won 4 of the past 5 games, though the victory Sunday was the catalyst of a celebratory post-game locker room where the cigars purchased by wide receiver DJ Moore were handed out and enjoyed. It not only was the things the Bears have to be excited about entering the new year. The Panthers, 26-0, lost to Jacksonville, the Jaguars in Arizona, but to Arizona. The win over the Eagles, Arizona's win over the Eagles ensures Carolina will finish the season with the worst record in the NFL, and they will have first pick in the draft. All that explanation there for that. Jamar Chase ensured Sunday that his feud with Kansas City will stay ablaze during and after Cincinnati's 25-17 loss to the Chiefs that eliminated the Bengals from a playoff contention. Chase continued to deliver barbs aimed at Kansas City's defense and said he's not going to stop. He just apparently does not like the Chiefs. That's it. That's your sports. Sports have been brought to you this hour by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And we wrap up with your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Now, today it's a holiday. Wall Street is closed. They're not out there trading anything today. Wall Street hit a record high after a record high in 2013. It was a good year. Year investors had feared would be a washout as elevated interest rates threatened to grind the economy to a halt. But a resilient job market, robust consumer spending, and easing inflation kept investor confidence high, helping propel all three indexes to double-digit gains. It was a good year on Wall Street. And we've got your weather coming up next.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 66 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 41. National Weather Service says near normal temperatures are forecast through the middle of this week. There is a slight chance of light rain later this afternoon and evening after midweek. Two successive cold weather systems will move through the region on one Wednesday afternoon through a Thursday and the other late this weekend. That will bring chances for rain, higher terrain snow, and potentially the coldest temperatures of the winter season so far. Weather forecast calling for mostly sunny skies this New Year's Day. Highs right near 66. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 44. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday, sunny skies. Highs right near 71. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now,
the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5 Yuma time. And the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma.
And right now we are looking at 42 degrees, 82% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still moderate in Brawley. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Financial news and weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we're coming up on 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, we got CBS News at the top of the hour. That's next.
What if the music stopped? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
At the tone, it'll be exactly 8 o'clock.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Powerful earthquake struck central Japan today, one with a magnitude of 7.6. Buildings were destroyed and tens of thousands lost power. There were some coastal areas evacuated due to the threat of a tsunami. The warning was downgraded, but it was the highest alert since 2011 when an earthquake hit northeastern Japan. More from our Lucy Kraft.
It's not just one earthquake and one tsunami and we're finished. The meteorological agency said this could drag out for days, even a week. We could continue to see strong aftershocks, which in turn could continue to trigger strong tsunami. So we're really in a wait-and-see situation at this point.
In Gaza, more Israeli airstrikes as the new year begins. Israel says the war will continue well into 2024. Some of its 300,000 reservists will get a break from the fighting to prepare for what a military spokesman calls the prolonged battle ahead. Reporter Linda Gradstein.
It is the first significant drawdown of Israeli troops since the war between Hamas and Israel began in Gaza. Israeli analysts say it could mean that fighting is being scaled back in some parts of Gaza. Israeli officials say the fighting will continue well into the new year.
An Iranian warship has entered the Red Sea. The Iranians gave no reason for the deployment, but it comes at a time of heightened tensions in the region, with Houthi rebels in Yemen staging attacks against shipping. The U.S. set up a multinational task force last month to deal with the missile and drone attacks, and many shipping companies suspended their passengers through the area. The Supreme Court's Chief Justice is out with his annual report, and it contains some surprises, as CBS's Linda Kenyon reports.
Justice John Roberts cited artificial intelligence, or AI, and the promise
but also the limitations of the technology. He wrote of security concerns facing the nation's highest court, including protests, threats, and the reversal of Roe v. Wade. He made no mention of ethical issues facing the court, like donations and gifts to certain justices that have become a central issue for the court over the past year. He also did not comment on the legal challenges involving the upcoming presidential election or the cases involving former President Trump that seem likely to land before the court. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Russian President Vladimir Putin says he will intensify attacks on Ukraine after an unprecedented attack over the weekend on a Russian city. More than 20 people were killed and 100 wounded in Belgorod. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The venue's set. Families coming in from all over. It's our quinceañera. With all the excitement, it may be easy to overlook COVID-19. It's still a risk, and that's why it's muy importante to get this season's COVID-19 shot ahead of time. It helps protect against COVID-19, which can cause severe illness and hospitalization. So let's set the date, vaccinate, and celebrate. Learn about a vaccine option and book this season's updated COVID-19 shot today at schedulecovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
More than half the states and D.C. are increasing their minimum wage beginning today, as CBS's Stephen Kaufman reports.
The new year is bringing good news for nearly 10 million workers in 22 states thanks to higher minimum wages. The states said to be taking action because the federal government hasn't.
The federal minimum wage does not keep up with the costs minimum wage workers are confronting on a day-to-day basis.
Carla Walter with the Center for American Progress.
We see 3/4 of likely voters in the U.S. saying that they would support a $20 an hour minimum wage, reflecting the realities that working people face.
Stephen Kaufman, CBS News.
More Americans may be planning to travel in 2024, and many plan to head overseas, with passports taking less time to obtain. Airbnb says search traffic for Asian destinations is increasing. Destinations in Europe will also be popular, but not necessarily the big cities. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
O'Reilly. Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's something magical about unboxing. When you unbox BritBox, you uncover a world of British entertainment. Stream the UK's most brilliant series, including new and upcoming seasons of Shetland, Father Brown, and Death in Paradise. Plus new originals like Payback, Irving Welsh's Crime, and Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Unbox BritBox and escape to the best of British TV. Stream with a free trial at BritBox.com.
Kxo Radio, a look back at the year that was. A year in your ear.
In the first week of January, the new House Republican majority spent 15 rounds.
We need to get on about our business.
An unprecedented, prolonged battle just to pick the new U.S. House Speaker.
It's time for us to be a check and provide some balance to the president's policies.
But California's Kevin McCarthy didn't last in that job for long. After cutting a deal with the White House to avoid a debt ceiling crisis in late spring.
It's not perfect, but it is a beginning.
And then the last day of September, cutting a deal with Democrats to avoid a government shutdown.
We will put a clean funding stopgap on the floor.
8 of his fellow Republicans moved on McCarthy.
It's the benefit of this country that we have a better Speaker of the House.
For the first time in history,
the office
of Speaker of the House is hereby declared vacant.
His colleagues ousted a U.S. House Speaker. McCarthy later resigned. The job fell to lesser-known Louisiana Republican Mike Johnson.
We're going to govern well, and I think the people are going to be very pleased with those results.
Scott McFarland, CBS News, Washington.
A year in your ear.
From Kxo Radio.
You've got George Gale.
I'm sexy and I know it.
The best oldies on the radio.